To my beautiful wife, Leslie, thank you for being an outstanding First Lady. Thank you for caring so much about this county, and thank you for your loving support over the years. Thank you very, very much. As I reflect on the last 8 years as county executive, I realize now that we only get to serve for a very short time. To the people of Prince George's County, thank you for your trust and the awesome opportunity that comes with being county executive. My time here, our time together, has been for me simply amazing. It is with great pride and enthusiasm, and yet some sadness, that I deliver my final State of the Economy address. I remember the beautiful song by Willie Nelson which says, "It's been so long now, but it seems now that it was only yesterday. Gee, it's funny how time slips away." Yes, it's true that the days were long, 17 and 18 hours, but the years were really short. Despite the long, exhausting, sometimes difficult days, we've had some good times. I remember standing on a rock in Central Park one day as we went to New York for our bond trips, acting like a stand-up comedian. On another occasion, I stood in the middle of Broadway and sang Prince George's, Prince George's. And how could I forget eating American fried chicken and drinking a Coca-Cola in Dakar, Senegal? We have not been perfect. Who would want to be? But through it all, we had fun in pursuit of the boldest of civic ambition, building a great county for great people. I'm convinced that by whatever measuring rod or yardstick is used, it must be said that our stay here has been very successful. And I go away very satisfied that our extraordinary efforts and hard work have produced extraordinary results for our citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, the state of Prince George's County is excellent. As I look back on our efforts, I realize that there is nothing fancy or flashy about the work of building a great community. It is tedious and yet substantive. Attention to every detail of government is what our Livable Communities agenda was all about, planting the seeds of opportunities for our citizens. To be successful, we knew that first we had to create an environment that was inviting for people. People love beautiful things, and our county had to be clean and beautiful in order to be inviting. That's why we focus on the aesthetics, cleaning up our neighborhood, emphasizing code enforcement, planting trees, and building gateways to our community. It made our citizens understand that a new vision was taking place, and it generated excitement and enthusiasm about living in Prince George's County. Building a great community is similar to building a good life for yourself. Your appearance counts, and everything starts with core basic values, built around a discipline and purpose. The basics are education, commitment to family, to the community, respect, hard work, and being considerate. The fancy things cannot get the job done. Commitment, perseverance, consistent effort over time does. There are no shortcuts. And the same is true for building a government. The mission of government is to protect the health, safety, and the welfare of its people. That is why we focus on creating safe places for our citizens to live and to work. We made huge investment in education to ensure that our children will have the best opportunity for success. We invested in our libraries and our fire stations and police stations and roads and communication systems and other projects to ensure that we provided a great quality of life for our citizens. By sticking to fundamentals, we were able to transform our community and reach previously unrealized levels of job growth, economic development, and prosperity for our residents. And the successes came one after another. Now let me tell you the story of Prince George's County during the Johnson administration. Since 2002, our operating budget has grown by over $1 billion, allowing us to add more than $600 million to the school board's operating budget. And we spent $486 million for school constructions and repairs. In fact, 63 cents of every dollar we spent went to education. Over the last 8 years, we have fully funded our school budgets 5 times and increased funding by at least $100 million 4 times. 2006 and 2007 are great examples of our commitment to education. In 2006, we increased the school board's operating budget by $121 million while spending $154 million for capital projects. In 2007, we increased the school board's budget, listen to this, by $173 million as we invested $92 million in capital. We are proud that we built 13 brand new schools, more than any other administration, with Henry Wise High School being the crown jewel, costing nearly $100 million. We have air-conditioned every classroom, and we spent $126 million to repair roofs, boilers, and most of our schools. Ms. Harrison, I want to thank you for being a partner in that venture. Because of our commitment to education, to our schools, the Board of Education has been able to increase teacher salaries, reduce class sizes, invest in essential learning technologies, and significantly increase pre-K and Head Start programs. But the thing that is most important to me, and the thing that brings me the most satisfaction, is that our children are now doing so much better. Maryland State Achievement Test starts at 3rd grade. And our 3rd graders are doing better than they have ever done in both English and in math. In fact, our children are doing better across the board. Our 4th graders are doing better than they did in 3rd grade. Our 5th graders are doing better than they did in 4th and 3rd grade. And our 6th graders are doing better than they did in 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd grade. And it's moving up in every direction. For example, in math, over the last 4 years, our 4th graders' proficiency improved from 64% to 81%. And we're just proud of that. In my first inaugural address, I pledged that education will improve under my administration. I am proud to say today that we have fulfilled that goal, and we leave with education headed in the right direction. Another major commitment to our citizens was to reduce the level of violence we were experiencing in our communities and create a police department that reflects the core values of our citizens. I said in that address that just like education, the future success of Prince George's County is linked directly to our ability to combat crime and provide a safe environment for all who live and work here. And I also say that I am committed to providing the necessary resources to allow law enforcement to be successful. I am proud to say that under the leadership of Roberta Hilton, Vernon Aron, and all of our public safety officials, Prince George's County is the safest it's been in at least 35 years, and we want to thank all of the police officers, and we ask you to stand because you do a wonderful, wonderful job.